Hello. Happy Wednesday. Had to think about it for a second, which I shouldn't have to think about it because it's my off day. I should know what day it is. What day is it? It's hump day. How is everyone? I'm hot. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a fact. I'm hot because I don't know. It's in the 80s, but it's very humid. The absolute worst thing about life is the humidity. They kept saying it was going to rain yesterday. Did it? No, not in my area. Other people around the county were reporting horrible torrential rains with hail and sleet and snow and ice and all. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Anyway, they did report hail. Did I get any? Not. I mean, it did sprinkle rain on me while I was trying to get the dogs to walk home. And it was very cold rain, but that's all we had. Yeah, that's all we had. Anyway, I'm not going to talk anymore about the weather. I don't know why I always talk about it. I like talking about the weather. But anyway, my sister came down today and we went to the mall. Yep. She said, I want to go somewhere where I can get some cute clothes. I was like, well, I mean, there is a mall about a mile from here. Hold on. Goodness gracious, it's hot. Anyway, whoo, get that air blowing on me. Anyway, so we went to the mall, all the way to the mall, and went to Macy's, and then went to a store called Buckle, which Buckle has some really cute stuff. And then we went back to Dad's and hung around. But this morning when I was there, I grabbed the big old family Bible that was on the shelf, and I was like, maybe this has some information in it, right? No, it did not. The first page said, when Harry married Shirley. Turn to page. As Bob Seger says, turn to page. I'm not going to even try to sing Bob Seger's song, Turn the Page, because I would do it some major injustice. But anyway, nothing. No grandparents. No great-grandparents. No great-great-grandparents. So my sister said, well, while Dad's here, let's ask him about his side. And then they pulled a book out, and we got some more details. And anyway, I'm starting to fill it in. Of course, I messed up a whole bunch, and I'm going to have to go home and use whiteout in the family Bible and rewrite it because I could not really see where I was writing. It said paternal grandfather and paternal grandmother, and then maternal grandfather and maternal grandmother, and then it said maternal and paternal. You know, all the paternals and the maternals and the fraternals and all the things. Anyway, I kept writing stuff in the wrong place, so I'm gonna have to go home and correct it. So our family Bible has been desecrated by me. Yeah, and I'm about to put whiteout in it. And, oh, I got my hair cut last night. I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget, but I forgot to mention it. I got my hair cut. I only remembered because I said I want a little side sweep bang, you know, a little bangy bang right there. And it was kind of in my way, and that's when I remembered. So anyway, I got my hair cut. She said she took about 1 inch off all over. I said cool because it's hot and I'm hot. So anyway, then they pulled this book out of the closet and they dug out more information, but they mentioned a man named Elihu. His name is Elihu. Eli, E-L-I-H-U. That was his entire first name, Elihu. Isn't that a weird name? Anyway, Elihu fought in the Civil War. Then he came home and he was on a horse and carriage type thing, and he was crossing, I believe, the beloved covered bridge in New Harley, and I don't know what happened, but his horse and his carriage, everything went into the water. And after surviving the Civil War, he drowned. Yeah, that's what the thing that Jenny read said. He drowned in the Uarli River. Yeah, ain't that something? Euharle's a town outside of Cartersville, Georgia, just in case you're not aware. And they have a beautiful covered bridge. Yeah, I'll insert a picture. It's amazing. It's still there. They don't allow people to drive over it anymore, but they do allow you to walk across it. But anyway, I'm home. I'll be back. Okay. Hi, I'm back. Y'all, my sister brought down these elephant ear bulbs. Look at it. It got a little booby. It got a little booby on it. And there's another booby. I'm sorry, I'm like a 12-year-old. They look like little boobies, but I'm about to plant it. I have some elephant ears, but the freeze really kind of did them in. Not really. I mean, they're growing. Hold on, let me turn this around. Daily garden update. Look at my squash. It's huge. I ate my first one yesterday. Look at that one. I think this side's kind of having trouble because every time it produces a little squash like this, you touch it and it falls off. Well, that one seems okay, but on that other side, they'll turn brown on the end and fall off. And Patty's husband told me to use fertilizer, antifungal, something with copper, and I'm doing that. So there's my cucumbers, and it does have some little blooms on it, and look how it's trailing up. And then I'm training that one to go up my little owl. And then my tomatoes, they have not started producing blooms yet. Is that a problem? Should they? And then I planted some basil because a guy I used to work with said that he would plant basil next to his tomato and it would change the flavor of the tomatoes. I don't know. And my okra is finally starting to really come up. I'm hoping it rains. We really need some rain. Anyway, should I have blooms yet on my tomatoes? We have Sir Charles laying in the yard by the burn pile that's never going to be burned. We have a burn ban from May the 1st until October. So since we didn't make it in time, it's going to have to sit there. It's lovely. But there's Sir Charles. There is Gracie May. Say hey, Gracie May. She said hi. Yeah. And then little Penelope. There's little Penelope laying on the patio being the best little girl ever. Aren't you? Say I'm the best little girl ever in the whole entire universe. Are you a good girl? Yeah, she's a good girl. So, I'm at a restaurant getting some food. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at. You probably already know. But anyway, so I pull around the building, and there's 2 cars in this line and 2 cars in this line. So I chose to get behind this one. You know, first car drives up, second car drives up. I mean, they've all placed their order. This lane is still waiting on that first person. So I back up and get in lane 1 to place my order. I said, are they placing an order for like 82 people? And the guy that's taking my order, he smiles. He goes, I said, apparently, because, I mean, you're now on car 4 and they're still on car 1. And I said, bless her heart. And he was like, he didn't want to say anything. But they had the windows rolled down, and each person in the car was leaning out the window to give their order. Come on now. You might need to go in if you're getting that much stuff in the drive-through line. I'm just saying, it's supposed to be quicker than that. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, I thought it was funny because he was trying to be low-key, like, oh yeah, He was barely shaking his head, but he was in agreement with me. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to pull up at this very nondescript restaurant that you know nothing about and get my food, and I'll be back. In other news, we went to the mall. I've already said that, but I went to the makeup counter because I was like on my last squirt of foundation and I needed some new blush because my blush was almost gone. So anyway, I'm standing there talking to her and I was like, is it extremely hot in here or is it just me? She said, it's extremely hot. I said, I thought so. I mean, like, do y'all not have air? She said, no, the air's out. Anyway, it was horrible, horrible in the store. But anyway, she said she brought ice packs to work today because I guess the air was out yesterday as well. But I tell you what, me and Jenny were about to pass out in there. I can't even imagine how they were working in there with no air conditioning. I mean, and it's not like that hot, but it's mid-80s. It's pretty hot to be inside a building with no air. But anyway, when we left there, I told her I needed to run by Ace Hardware because I need a small little trim paintbrush, right? Same thing happened to me that happened in Publix the other day. I went in and I was going to be a big girl, and I went in the paint aisle and I couldn't reach the one I wanted. So I took a roller and I'm like hitting it, trying to get it to come to the end of the little thing that it's on. And I was like, well, I could reach it once it's on the end and get it off, right? But it was pushed all the way back because they didn't have, they'd sold out of a bunch. So anyway, I get it all the way to the end, and then I'm reaching and I'm grabbing it and I'm grabbing it. And like the end of that little metal thing kind of comes up and down like that. The daggum paintbrush got stuck. So I'm sitting there like trying to get the thing off. I'm using everything I can come up with. So I walked to the end of the aisle, and I looked at the little girl behind the register, and I was like, she's not really that tall. She's not really much taller than me, but I said, I'm sorry, but can you come reach something for me? And she went, me? Wow. I am never asked to reach something for someone. This is kind of exciting. Calm down now. Can you reach one of those paintbrushes? She said, which one? I said, well, if you look up there, it's the one that's kind of tilted to the side and stuck. Yeah, I can't get it off. And so she's standing on her tiptoes, reaching way up, and she kind of had to like lift it up and over. She said, this may be the best day of my life. I've never been asked to reach something for someone. And I was like, would you calm down? I mean, really? But I told her about the lady at the grocery store the other day saying, can I get that for you, hon? She said, well, when I'm at the grocery store and nobody offers to get me, she said, I look around for the grumpiest person I can find and I ask them to reach it for me. I was like, well, I kind of like you. Yeah, make the grumpy person do it. And I just kind of stand and look around for a tall person, but I might now start looking for grumpy people. People walking around with a scowl on their face, and I'll be like, can you help me reach something? Maybe it'll make their day, Well, anyway, this is a very short video, but I don't have a lot for you today. I don't know why, because I'm tired and don't have anything, I don't know. Anyway, but I hope you've had a great day. Sorry, my nose was itching. My nose was itching. Anyway, y'all have a great day. And I hope you've had a great day. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And remember that I love you and Jesus loves you. And I hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. And I'm tired and it's hot. Okay? Okay. I'll talk to you later. Love you, mean it. Okay. You hang up first. Okay. Say bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.